Yo. So when I was doing this, hi guys, my name is Stacey Nduta and welcome to my flawsome world. So while I was doing this dye yesterday, it was red. I was even scared. I was like, yo, you guys, I think I've made a bad decision, but I like it. I actually like. You see the way Isari in red versus her natural. I feel like everyone has that one hair color they put, and it's just a completely different alter ego. And I digress. So I'm not squatting for the entire time. I was just trying to place myself up in there. And then of all days, I forgot to carry my microphone, so I'll try my best to project my voice. I hope it doesn't get lost. But I feel like this space is a bit solid in terms of sound bouncing off. So yeah, let's get started. So today's topic came to me in a vision. Okay, no, not literally. But what happened is and this is something I've even discussed with my mom. I realized that I had a lot of pent up anger, and I didn't understand where that anger was coming from, you know. And the more I navigate this whole trying to understand yourself better, or rather mastering yourself so that you can master your space and world, I came to realize that my anger and fear is not misplaced. Let me explain. It was something I was listening to. I honestly cannot remember it off the top of my head at this moment, but I'll look for it and put it down in the description box below. Yeah, so don't forget to like and subscribe or whatever. So, by the way, it's just a free space. Whether I have subscribers or not, it doesn't matter. I just love the fact that I'm able to share my insights with the few people that decided to subscribe here. So, what I was listening to explained that your anger is not towards somebody, but it's more of your. Sorry about that. I might need to. That was a call. I forgot to put it on flight mode as I use the Wi-Fi. So, as I was saying, I really hope it doesn't cut weird. As I was saying, your anger is basically you demanding better for yourself. When you find yourself angry at someone or a situation or something, it's because you know that either that person or yourself deserves better. So it really clicked for me because I was like, it explains so much. It explains why I'd be angry when I get like bad service, or I'd be angry when someone doesn't actually take the time to understand the product that they're selling to me, and they expect me to buy into the idea while they look as clueless towards it. So yeah, that's the headspace I'm in right now, and that's what I wanted to talk about. So if you also find yourself probably angry or scared, oh yeah, fear, okay, so that's what anger shows you. Anger shows you areas that you want to improve. It shows you areas because you're not really, if you think about it, the world is just a mirror. You're not really angry at the person or the situation. You're angry at yourself because you're wondering, how can I allow that to happen, you know. So once you start viewing stuff like that, it's easier because you're not going to be angry about the job or the pay you're getting. You'll start asking yourself more inquisitive questions, and you'll take more responsibility of the situation around you. And that's what I realized. Some of us completely, like, we bad box, like, we are just like, I can't see how I can't see how it's my responsibility to handle that. I can't see how I caused that to happen. We completely absolve ourselves of responsibility, and that's actually the root of many of my problems, or rather, since last year. That was a lot of the problems in my life, whether it was my dating life, my health, my finances, everything. I was just like, why am I always like this? Why not? And it wasn't really helping me at all. And I really hope this live is working, because imagine this whole time I'm just talking to myself. Anywho, it's not any different. I talk to myself every day. So, fear. What fear is basically, okay, look at it like this. People say I have fear of abandonment. No, it means that you haven't really accepted yourself enough to know that you will be okay even if you are abandoned. You will be okay even if you are rejected, especially if you have rejection. That's something we all struggle with. And I feel like for this generation, my God, employment trauma. Like, I was even discussing this on Twitter. Unfortunately, it's not recorded. I would have put like screenshots where I was saying probably the reason why we ghost people and we suffer from this whole fear of rejection and abandonment is because we generally experience it over and over again when we go for an interview. You know, the interviews, I've gone for an interview before and we did 3 interviews and there was a 4th one. I was like, yo, you guys are even paying me like above 100 G's and you keep calling me back, and you know, it didn't make sense. It was too much. I was like, if they're this demanding at just the interview stage, I'm trying to imagine the workspace. Because I remember when I did give them how much I'd like to be paid, you know, they gave me that smirk look like, you think you're worth that much? Yes, bitch. Anyway, so yeah, that's basically what fear shows you. Fear is your compass in terms of Naisha matter. Fear is your compass in terms of how you, what is it shows you something that you've neglected for yourself. So if, for example, you're constantly ghosting people or constantly experiencing ghosting, I'm not saying that you blame yourself. I'm saying that you learn to be okay with it. Because what fear does, it creates a scenario where you would die, you know. I will die if I lose my job. I will die if I, you know, it's so dramatic. Oh my God, like, just chill. Just chill. Life is beautiful. Life is for you to experience it. Life is for you to be grateful. Life is for you to be here. I mean, if you just consider this, every morning as you wake up, count at least 5 things that you're grateful for. And I know you've had this probably from everyone, but I'm telling you from experience, this is something I used to deal with extreme anxiety. I'm paralyzed by anxiety and fear, and my heart would race. I literally feel like I'm in a scene, in a horror movie scene where I'm about to die. Just around the corner, that the serial killer is there and he's waiting for me and I'm about to die. But when I started taking it an hour at a time, a day at a time, a month at a time, because you know something we do, we overwhelm ourselves with these big grand plans that we have. It's okay to have those, it's okay, but if you're constantly chugging at it, you know, it's not going to. And when I say chugging, I mean like drinking, not the illustration that I've given. It constantly drains you. It drains you because you're made of 2 entities. One is your brain. Your brain likes comfort. Your brain doesn't want to create new habits or whatever. It just wants comfort. But your conscious self wants growth. And that's why every time you do something you thought you couldn't do, like for example, go zip lining or do a hike that you thought was impossible, especially like climbing mountains, I'd really recommend that. It somehow expands you to some new dimension. You know, you realize, wow, I can add this under my belt, I can do this and I can do more, you know, and that's how you grow. But your brain is who? Your brain is who? Your brain doesn't want to do any of that. Your brain, as far as they're concerned, we should just lounge, especially with this weather. We're just cuddling up and, you know, getting comfortable and getting those chocolates and, whoo, yeah, I wish. Yeah, not under Uhuru's government. I mean, we are taxed for everything. It's just a matter of time before he taxes us to breathe. I digress. So, my point for this entire video is that stop fighting your fear and your anger. Stop fighting it. Listen to it. Just imagine, sit down and listen to it. write it out, all of it. If you're a writer, if you prefer doing a voice note to yourself, I've started doing it and it's amazing, just playing it back and listening, especially for, I do like gratitude notes. So there are days I'm so overwhelmed with happiness, I'm like, this is the life I wanted, and I can't believe it's here, and I'm so grateful, and I thank God, and I pray for more days like this. And the days I'm feeling really down, I go back to those voice notes, and it elevates me. It reminds me that at this moment, the state I'm in does not determine who I am. And maybe that's something we do a lot. People are known as the angry black woman or the angry man and all that. And maybe if that's you, it's okay. That's just a part of your identity. It shouldn't absorb who you are in your entirety. I think you're more than that. And I think you should believe that you are more than that, because we have so much to offer this world. Not just in our skills, but in our impact. And what I'm realizing is we are not here to serve ourselves, we're here to serve each other. And the more you serve around you, you realize you're serving yourself, because you can help someone today and they won't forget that, and they'll pay it forward, and it's always full circle. Someone will help you out of the blue. Like, hi bestie, I've had friends send me money just because if you need my number, DM. Anyway, I'm joking. So yeah, that's my message for today, and I really pray that you're okay, and I'm sending you love wherever you are. And in whatever moment, I'm not telling you to just spray it with positivity. I'm telling you to sit with it. Every moment is more of a teaching moment. I don't know if that makes sense. We are taught to be scared of our emotions. Never show people you're sad, never show people you're angry. Okay, given there's some situations you can't go screaming at someone, but allow yourself to feel it at some point. Like, maybe in that moment you can't feel it, but even if it's behind closed doors, wherever, just go and feel it. Because that emotion, the more you ignore it, it will be like things under the carpet. After some time, you'll just realize, this carpet is looking like it has bumps. And kumbe, it's all those things you've just stashed away because you didn't want to deal with them. So yes, gosh. Okay, so I'm done. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs to remember that they are so much more, and they have so much more in themselves. I don't care if you're watching this and you're 80, by the way. I don't care, because the fact is you have so much to offer this world, and I believe in you.